This one.
I think call just started.
It did?
I believe so.
YouTube is live already or not?
Yeah, you've been live for
Ooh,
quite a
then
while.
I'm here. I'm just here editing stuff. I didn't notice it was live. Sorry. And we are live, guys. Welcome to GT7's first race in Laguna, Seca. I'm sorry we had a little bit of delay, a little bit of issues here. And I'm joined by AJ today.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, and you, AJ? How are you?
It's strange taking a back seat and all of this, but it's something new, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to try some stuff that I found out about some shortcuts for the spectator mode. So, the lobby has been closed.
I'm not quite sure whether that's due to people's connections or there's a message now. It's come up in Discord. It's having to remake the lobby. I'm not quite sure why. So we'll get back. So it gives us a good chance to talk about the grid, I suppose, doesn't it, really? Because we've got quite a few newcomers. Is it LBU started?
Yes, and I think that name you said is Mans. I think that's him.
Yes, but it was his first GT7 race, and I believe we've got another person. Is it Giga?
Yeah, something like I didn't catch his name, but it's something like that. I think he might be a friend of Mans. Just because they share the same country, the same flag, so.
Mons is bringing his crew in, is he?
Probably, who knows?
That almost reminds me of you bringing your crew in when you started. But you brought a few people in, didn't you?
I did? No, I don't think so.
I thought she was it?
Yeah, I thought.
Is it Rayo? Rayo you brought in?
No, it's the other way around. He brought me in.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Well, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
The lobby's up now, anyway.
Let me join the lobby.
Right, return of the usual suspects. Obviously, return for Golf, Fenton, Jack, Reg, Ninja, of course. Ninja. Smith, Will Smith's back. Yeah, LBU's Mons. So we have different names for different games, don't they? Really? Because obviously in here you get to select your own name, don't you?
No, you can use your online ID, I guess, or. I don't know the other one. I think the other one is the in-game name that you set up in the options.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone has their own nickname between games, so it's hard to keep track of everyone, who everyone is in each game.
Yeah, I think that is the joys of GT7. You can be sort of slightly anonymous to your usual name, which is nice.
So this is just practice right now. I think they're waiting for everyone to join the lobby.
Yes.
I think you listed all the drivers, but I didn't catch how many they are. Like
I think we have 12. I think we have 12 also. Yeah, I think when they were doing the practice lobby, I think there was 12.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yes.
Very populated lobby.
I think if I wasn't driving, I think it would have been a 13th. If I was, sorry.
Yeah. I was as well a 14th, and the HL also a 15th. So
yeah, so we've still got people returning, still got people absent, busy with work, and so on and so forth. So
yeah, it's a shame HL can't participate because compatibility issues with the steering wheel and PlayStation 5.
well, which might be what some of us will face more than others? Because I know that unless you get PlayStation compatible steering wheels, you're sort of in a bit of a rut, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, First Master usually is compatible with PlayStation, so I think he was kind of expecting an update, a firmware update for his wheel to eventually play on PlayStation, but apparently First Master has forgotten all about his wheel and he's waiting forever for an update since. So we'll see how that goes.
Hello, Yuki in chat. How are you?
I need to open this.
Well, we're not streaming myself. I usually do have the up on my phone, to be fair, the chat, because it's nice to have. Yuki's usually first one in the chat, to be fair, as always. It's the main man. Probably end up talking about food at some point.
Please don't do it now. I'm a bit hungry, so.
No. I've just had dinner, so I'm okay. All good.
So let me have a quick look at the liveries. So Golf Maniac. Oh, that's a nice one. Enjoy. He's like. He said something nice on his what is that?
On the bonnet?
Yeah.
It is the Call of Duty Ghost, isn't it? I think.
Oh, okay.
You like Ghost?
And is that woodpecker in the,
yeah.
in the back of the car? Okay, cool. Smith exactly is the Red Bull livery.
It's either that or it's the Reaper.
Lance is really the purple, the peerless purple one, of course. Red's always with the yellow, white, and red livery. Muns, let me see Muns. Muns doesn't have a livery. Oh.
He's just the comes in calm and is just going to absolutely destroy the grid in his normal livery.
Yeah. Toasty. Toasty has a nice one.
I think that's the normal one that I get. I think.
Yeah.
That's the Swifts.
Yeah.
Jack's got an interest in. It's gone like for like a football, folded out football style with all the stickers in. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Hexagons.
Yeah, reminds you of honeycomb.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
And the color as well.
Oh, the yellow. Yeah, you have to.
Mitch's looks cool as well. All blue, simple but effective. I like that. Heap, of course, with the green and the checkered pattern all over the car.
Oh, it's just it's always the same. You can be guaranteed it's going to be racing, a British racing green, checkered roof.
There's no mistake in that. And
no.
I can't see Ninjas because he's in the pits, so I have to check later. It's
I think his is like a cow.
His name.
Oh, it is, yes. I think it's like a cow splash. Is Ninjas. But with funky colours, it's like a pinky yellow and like a light blue. Hello, Mikey, all the way from Portugal. That's two of you that are in Portugal today.
Is V2 doing on the chat? Oh yeah, I'm from Portugal. Yeah, sorry, I didn't read that properly. I was confused. Yeah.
He's on his jolly holidays.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that a few minutes ago during practice I saw Lance do a 129.9. I didn't see him go faster. Now Smith just did a 129. Oh no, forget what I said. Lance actually did a 127.9. My bad.
127?
So, yeah, I think it was a 127.9. And Muns in the chat in Discord was saying that I was proud of a 128.3. So he's probably gonna be up there.
So from the front runners, that's what we're looking at, is the 128s. Obviously, then we'll have Fenton with the 127s. But he's the man, and he's now that you've sort of stepped aside in GTs, he's the man that's gonna take the grid by storm. He's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, might be a lot of pressure. You saying that? Pressure, that an unwanted pressure. But yeah, that's what's expected here. Unless Mans is a complete beast and he's hiding some of his potential, it's probably Lance that is going to shine the most here in Gran Turismo. So
I do
first
like
car is Smith.
Everybody's just gone out in a one. I thought they would have remembered to leave each other a gap, but obviously not.
Yeah.
I guess I can rejig that as soon as they come out.
I mean, this is a short track, but this is also Group 4 cars, so they should be fine. I don't know cars have left the pits. I think it's 10 already, and I have the 11th leaving the pits now. So
Yeah, you got Hip and Craig that have left everybody enough racing room.
Yeah, Craig is leaving the pits now. So yeah, first car is Smith, so let's stay with him. Let's check what he does for his first stint in qualifying. But it does look good, isn't it? He puts a lot of time in deliveries.
He does, a bit biased though with all the Red Bull stickers. I feel that's a bit but I mean, no, I do like it. It's very nice. I like the shininess of the logos on the matte black. It looks good. Or the matte blue, should I say.
Got some good space between him and Lance. Lance as well. He's got a nice space as well to play around, so they should be fine.
Yeah, it's just from, I think, Mitch back, and then there's another group with Toasty back to there as well. But yeah, main focus is Smith to see what Will can do.
Yeah, for sure.
First man to set a flying lap for the new season of GT7.
First sector already done, 23.6, not bad. So let's see what he ends up with. Ooh, a little bit of a moment there. But he kept it on the road, now going uphill. Kept it tight for the apex. Now going through the... Ooh, didn't hit the apex, but it was still good. He maintained a good amount of speed. Now getting to the corkscrew, and this is all about getting that braking point right.
Yeah, you've got to make sure that you let the car drop down, otherwise it just feels ridiculously light coming through there.
Yeah. But he's doing okay. He's having a good time. Ooh, touched the dirt a little bit, but still managed to keep it on the road, on track. And now getting to the final corner and hit the apex. Okay, very nice. And now it's just a straight line into the finish. So let's see. Like I said, it's 27 at 29. No, 28.9. Okay, it's not too bad.
That's
So
a good bank lap. At least it's on the board. You know, no mistakes.
Lance did 28.2. See, it's already close to the 27. Lastly, Jacob Cow crosses the line to do 31.1.
Yeah, Mitch picked up a penalty as well, which is going to hinder him on his next lap.
Yeah.
Everybody's selling around the 31s. It seems to be the lap time as Toaster puts in a 130.5. That's not bad. And Reg, nice in the 129s there.
He still stays P8. Hip does a 137, goes to P5. That's nice. And now Jack is crossing the line, and he does a 32.5.
Massively off the pace there from Jack.
Yeah. Also Craig as well, a 32.8. And Mitch is now leaving the pits again. He must have gone back since he got a penalty. Need to do okay. So let me check Lance. Let me see his lap. He's already 4 tenths up. Jesus. Lance was practicing all night.
Well, yeah, it's dedicated, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah. He really likes Gran Turismo for some reason. He's been enjoying other games as well, but I think he enjoys Gran Turismo the most. So it's a 27.7. That's 1 second faster than Will. And what is Will doing right now? Let's see the sector times. Now going through turn 2.
You want to be keeping an eye on Monza just coming around the final corner. It does look slow, however. He was a second up on his best time.
Okay, he gets to P5. Interesting. 113.3. Okay, he's getting better. Still 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds off the pace. Smith, though, what is he doing?
Great question is, Yuki, sorry to interrupt there, but would Max be proud of that livery? Would he drive the Suzuki Swift if he was placed in it? Does it look good? And who do you think has the best livery, V2? Who has the best color scheme here?
That's a tough one. I would say I like Mitch's the most.
Mitch's?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's because it's very different from the rest. It's very blue, very bright, very simple, minimalistic. I like that.
I like Ninja's like camo, not camo, if that makes sense. It's like a camo splash, but it's definitely not camouflage, as he's just picked up a penalty in the corkscrew.
And Smith is crossing the line to do 30.3. Okay. This time. Let's check on Ninja. Oh, he's got a penalty. Yeah, he's gonna slow down now, so he's gonna lose this lap because it's on the main straight. Slow at the penalty line, and he'll have to do another one to set a good time. So who else have we got crossing the line? So Mans crossed the line recently. He's up to P3 now, just 8. Close to Golf Maniac there, but 8/100ths of a second away from Smith. It's very good. He has a 29.0 at the moment, and Smith's best lap was a 28.9. So if he doesn't put up a better lap, Mans is probably going to take P2.
The lap times are definitely creeping down now.
Reg is also in P4, just 3 minutes away from Mans, so not much separating the first 4 to 5 drivers, except of course Lance is like 2.5 seconds, a second advantage from Smith, almost 2 seconds from Reg. Up to P4. So Jack at a moment, apparently, he might have hit the wall because he's got damage before going uphill. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh,
it's
Giggity off as well, yeah.
Yeah. Don't know what happened.
Oh, and I've just seen Mitch coming off the track as well.
What's happened?
Just before the corkscrew, the corner just before the corkscrew. So a lot of people having moments. I don't know whether they're pushing too much or
Maybe it's just the sausage curves, you know. This track, it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of risk it all, take it all track.
Well, we did figure that out on Sunday because we did 2 hours around it, and it is a relentless track, and it's basically just stay away from the curbs at all costs.
Yeah, you have to be very careful, but if you do manage to get your way around on this track, you get major benefits in time. So yeah, you gotta be like the cycle
right.
to keep a cool head to drive around like that consistently.
It looks like Hip at a moment there just went straight on into turn 1 and is now on the gravel.
Still going. Not sure if he's going to continue his lap, but his car's still on track.
It is poor that this game's like connection level is that bad, because the level of detail in the game is just phenomenal. You know, the amount that you can see in and around the cars, the tracks. I think there's just too much detail for the lobby to recognize.
Maybe that's the problem, but Gran Turismo has kind of always been like that when it concerns network play, and it has been better in the most recent games, being GT Sport the most noticeable change from the previous games, but still, you know, I mean, their focus on the game, it's making it look very good, I think, and I think everything else is secondary. So I think that's why we get the lobbies the way they are. It's a shame though. They could have maybe opened up like we do in ECC. We just rent a server or something like that to get some better connection to do stuff like this. But it is what it is.
I think this is going to be the close of qualifying as well. I think this is the last and final lap for everybody that's on the lap, with Smith, who's 0.001 second up on his best time. He's pushing like mad.
Reg was able to get P2. Didn't notice that.
Fences just said in chat that I think the game volume on your end is a bit too loud.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Lance. Let me lower that a little bit.
Do you not have compressor set for sound for ducking?
No, I do not. I do not.
Smith puts in a time, a 1:28.731. That's second off Fenton's time, but it secures P2.
Let's see, Reg. He's just 3/10 down on his time, so and he also got a penalty.
And
So,
LBU stuck behind
yeah.
Golf as well. That's not going to help his cause.
Yeah, Mans is in P4, 1 second down on Lance. He also got a penalty, so no dice there for him. So who else is on the lap? Mitch is going to finish.
I think everybody's finished. I think Epic Toast is the last one to cross the line.
He does a 29.7.
It's
Okay.
2/10 faster than his previous time. We've got Golf coming around as well. I'm not sure whether he's...
No, he's...
I think that's actually hit.
just
I
did
think
turn
everybody's
one.
crossed the line.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, everyone is going at in lap pace. So yeah, I think we're done qualifying.
Well, would you like to take us through the grid for the first race?
Yeah, so we got Lance qualifying in P1, Smith P2, Reg P3, Mans P4. I had to think who that was. Mitch P5, Jack P6, Last Ninja Cow P7, Epic Toast P8, Golf Maniac P9, Heap going P10, Stanger Craig P11, and Giggy P12. Which I think Giggy is a friend of Mans. I'm not sure, but
I think Lance is now saying the game sound's missing, but I do think we hit a bit of a cutscene, so that might be the reason why.
game sound is missing. I see the game sound here, so
Might have just been a minor glitch.
I see it playing.
We just wait for the first 20-minute race. We're just waiting for everybody to ready up.
So the first race is going to be a normal one, and the second one is the first to four places inverted, right? Reverse grid for the first to fourth. Is that correct?
From what I gather, yeah. So the top four are getting reversed. I mean, I didn't even know you could do that in the game. That's the level of detail that GT have sort of come up with, is that you can potentially mess around with everything.
I'm sorry, we missed the start of the race because I didn't notice that they had already started. I thought the game would have to take me there.
Put you into a lobby. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
So it looks like Smith got off to a blinding start. It looks like there's a bit of trouble there for Lance. I can't seem to see him on the...
Yeah, it seems like he's in P7 for now, which is sad. Probably a turn one incident. We'll have to check back on the replay for that.
I didn't know you had to hit spectate. I thought it just automatically put us in.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I was waiting. So Smith is in first place, already being chased by Mans. Lance being P7 might not be too troublesome from him because he had some excellent pace. He was doing 27, so that was 1 second faster than Reg at least for quali. So, and Reg is also P5. He started P3, I think. So something must have happened at the start of the race that we didn't catch, unfortunately.
Oh, it's hit a wonderful move up the inside on fence, a bit defensive there, a bit of a love tap.
Yeah, but Lance is able to keep 6th position. And now they're going to first corner, but I think Lance has the move done already.
Yeah, definitely a lot of speed coming out of that corner compared to hit.
Yeah,
But then that's
okay.
the level of detail that you get from a nice expensive wheel setup, isn't it?
I guess so. Epic Toasty being pressured by Last Ninja Cow right now. Last Ninja Cow is gaining on him little by little, but he also has Reg on his inside right now. Oof. No contact there. Ninja is able to keep the position and gets a better exit.
Yeah, this has got to be careful because there's a bit of a train coming up behind him now with, I think, it looks like Fenton's caught up to the back of this group as well.
Yeah.
Very quick. And at the front, there is side-by-side going to the corkscrew with Will and Mons. Looks like Will survives that.
Yeah, but Mons is not giving up his shot at first place, so he's keeping very close.
It's definitely no pushover when it comes to a bit of racing, is he, Mons?
No, he picks up games really fast. I mean, I saw him in ACC yesterday. It was crazy the times that he was doing. He was talking in chat saying, I I don't think I will do better than a 129.1, and suddenly he was doing 28.6 and stuff like that. It's crazy. Guy is a beast.
He is. I always got told that when I started on the wheel or on controller, for every 100 laps it's a 10 if you do it consistently.
Interesting. Well, if I learn not to spin, maybe maybe that will make up for me. So Lance is already up to P5. Last Ninja Cow had a moment, and Lance is trying to take advantage of it. Wasn't able to. Decided to tuck in behind him, and maybe that's the better option because this track is a killer if you try to make the move and it goes wrong for you. So he's getting closer to Ninja, and this is a very close, a very tight back. Everyone is very close, aside from the last two places, which is Stranger Craig and Giggity, unfortunately, are a bit out of touch with the rest of the pack. But the remaining cars are very, very close to each other.
Oh, side by side by Lance and Ninja, they're going through the corkscrew. Everybody giving a lot of respect through there.
Yeah, they don't want to kill themselves. Ooh, and Reg had a moment there. He went outside the track, touched the dirt, but he's back on track again. He didn't lose a position, incredibly. And someone has a penalty behind. I think that's him.
It's hit with the penalty, yeah.
Yeah, that's him. So now on board with Lance, he's getting closer to Ninja. Ninja must... Ooh, I think there's a bit of contact there. I can't know for sure because of the connection issues here in the lobby, but... seems like Last Ninja Cow is defending this position very well. Lance is having trouble going past him, and Mans is still pressuring Smith. He has been keeping this 4/10 gap for a lap or two already.
There's very different lines coming up both the hills, starting
Yeah.
these two, Smith and Mons.
Indeed.
I think Smith's leaving a lot on the table. He could use a bit more of the apex, a bit more of the runoff curve. Well, we were talking about the curves being a bit lethal around here, but there is more to be gained.
Yes, but you know, if maybe you didn't have enough practice and you're not feeling very confident around this track. Oh, and Man's got a penalty. That's troublesome. Very, very troublesome. He's probably going to lose touch with Smith because he's going to be on a straight line, and he might lose a position to Toasty. No, Toasty's too far behind, but he's going to be close to him after he served his penalty. Here. Oh, he's not going to... Okay, yeah, he served his penalty, so Toasty, where is he? Might be able to...
I think he had a terrible exit out of the last corner there and just couldn't get on the power.
Yeah, we're still going to be very close. Mans probably can get back to the back of Smith's car, but we'll see what happens then. So let's check back on Lance, still behind Last Ninja Cow. So Last Ninja Cow doing a mighty job defending that B4, and Toasty has a moment there, touches the dirt. Lance is putting in fastest sectors, but he can't go past Last Ninja Cow. And if he doesn't do that quickly, ooh, he's trying to move on the inside. I think there's a little bit of contact, but they still make it side by side. Yeah.
Hello, KFC Chicken. Welcome to the chat.
Okay, the move is done, I think. Yes, and Lance is up to P4, but he had a bad exit. He loses a position to Last Ninja Cow. He's probably going to lose a position to Reg as well. And side by side on the corkscrew, there's a bit of contact there, and I think this Ninja Cow, yeah, was pushed wide, so Lance gets P5, and Last Ninja Cow goes down to P7, unfortunately.
Reg being very forceful there in the corkscrew, not wanting to give up the places, but wanting to make way.
Yeah, but Lance is still P5. Reg was able to take advantage of the contact between Lance and Last Ninja Cow to go through, but you know,
going through the last corner there.
Going through the corkscrew side by side is always very dangerous. You know, someone has to concede to go safely through there.
Is it played in the stream? No, we're not streaming. We're just commentating. There's a full league race, full of 12 of our finest racers here.
And Smith is now clear of Mans because he lost a position to Toasty. Toasty's up to second place. Mans probably had a moment there. And he's very far away from Toasty. He's 1.3 seconds behind him, so losing touch with the top two at the moment. And Lance is gaining on Mans a little bit, 1.2 behind him, so it's still not all lost for Lance. I don't know exactly what happened at lap 1, but if someone can get back to P1, it's Lance.
Well, I'll find out in chat to see what actually happened, but I'm pretty sure whatever it is, he's not going to be too happy about it, because sitting on pole is where you want to be here at Laguna Seca. It's the best place to turn one, but then you are susceptible to some rear end hitting, aren't you, really?
Yeah. And it's a shame, it's really a shame that they had contact maybe for lap 1. We don't know what happened. We have to check back on that real quick after the race, but yeah, it's never good. Never good. It's always
the inside into turn 1 for Mons on Epic Toast. I think he's got the brakings on a bit better than he has. Can he nail the apexes to get him around? And I think it's done and dusted, is it really, that one?
Yeah. Mons is back to P2. Very nice. Didn't see the whole move, but it's very nice. So he's back to chasing Smith.
He is, yeah.
And he's 2.4 seconds away, so he's still got a few laps to make that time. So 5 laps, 6 laps, 5.5. So that's a lot of time still. And Lance is right up the back of Epic Toasty at the moment. Toasty having a moment and touching the dirt there, so lost a little bit of speed. And now going through the kink, and Toasty goes wide. This is Lance's opportunity to get P3, and he does. Lance is up to P3 at the moment.
Back up into the podium positions for Lance, that's what he needs.
Yeah,
Ooh, the inside there from Reg on Toasty, a bit of a nudge on the rear end there, unsettles the car of Toasty going through the corkscrew. Reg being very forceful, he's getting his elbows out a bit.
Yeah, the problem is the connection is not the best as well, so it's hard to judge how to approach a corner when you're side by side with someone else. So.
And it could look totally different for them as it does for us as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you never know what's gonna happen here, but I think that considering the circumstances, they should maybe give a little bit more space to each other to avoid incidents like that.
Agreed.
So at the moment, I think Yes, Ninja is under pressure from Jack. Jack going through the inside. I think there's a little bit of contact, just a small tiny bit. Not enough to unsettle Ninja's car. But Jack seems to be faster than Ninja at the moment. Ooh, Ninja touching the dirt there, having the moment again. It's not an easy track to drive, guys. Trust me, I know. I've had my share of spins around here.
We have, yeah. It's a track that you love or you hate, and I think a lot of people have a lot of love and respect for this track. And then I think a lot of people, due to the nature of the curbs, the corkscrew, a lot of people are put off by it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the track, but you said love and respect, and for me is most definitely more respect than love.
Love, yeah.
Because, until I have to do a lot of laps until I actually get comfortable with the track and start doing good times. But yeah, it takes a while. It really takes a while to warm up.
Guys that are watching this, don't forget to like and follow if you are enjoying what you're seeing. V2 obviously picking up the mic as he did yesterday for ACC. He's doing a fantastic job, so give some love and support for him as well.
Yeah, I'm commentating for you guys. I'm not racing this time around. Anything
No,
I need is a little break.
Taking a bit of a step back, but you're still going to concentrate on the esports side of things, correct?
Yeah, I'll still be driving for Simcade Esports on the Simgrid events and LFM. So you will see me on track still. It's just one day a week.
We do like seeing you on track. It is very exciting when you do hit the tarmac.
Yeah, I do love being on track. So we have something going on here in the. Oh, Lance is already up to P2. I did miss that. Sorry, guys. And he's gaining on Smith. Smith is under a lot of pressure now. 2/10 just separate. And Lance just lifts up a little bit because he doesn't want to go side by side through the kink or maybe through the corkscrew, but we'll see what happens there. It's getting closer and closer and closer.
That's the intelligent drive in there of Lance, isn't it? Waiting for the right moment to overtake.
Yeah, and it makes sense, you know, since he knows he can go faster considering qualifying time. So not that. Oh, and Smith has a moment that goes outside the track, and that's P1 for Lance.
Like a bit of the mind punt came out there, didn't it?
He's still coming though, and they go side by side through the final corner. There's a little bit of contact, I think, maybe, I'm not sure if it was a connection, but they get away through it safely. So
and Mont is all over the back of Will as well now.
ooh, that was very, very close. Mont's taking a very wide line to the first corner, but he's still coming. Not dropping behind, and Lance is already getting away. He's already 8/10 away from Smith. And this is lap number 10, so 2.5 laps till the end of this first race of the season.
So just quickly, just before we do hit the final lap, just explain to everybody because you're probably the most experienced GT7 driver here. Just explain to us the amount of immersion and grip that you feel from the track, and the lack of, like, when you're lifting up the corkscrew, on how much you just lose the feeling of the car. Like, how much do you feel?
So when you take the corkscrew, you want to do like a very wide entry to go as tight as possible to the corkscrew, and as soon as the the right wheels touch that curb, I mean, when you go over the corkscrew, the car is literally has no weight going against the track. So you have to, when you are going over the corkscrew, you have to choose a direction and you have to commit to it. You can't be turning the wheels before your car touches the ground, otherwise you're gonna spin. So, and you can't see anything. So you have to understand, when you are practicing this track, you have to pick like a reference point or something to know exactly where you point your car, and you have to be extremely confident going through there, because I think that's one of the spots in this track where you gain most of your time. So
No,
yeah.
it is the feeling of a roller coaster, isn't it? When your stomach goes and you just lose all like of your weight, basically, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's,
especially in VR. That's exactly the feeling you get when going through the corkscrew.
Are you
feel like
constantly trying to look down, trying to see the rest of the corner, or do you
Yeah.
just go with it?
You try to lift your head up, you know, like.
Oh,
trying to
Smith's off
beat-
the track. I think he's might going to lose control, and he does concede the place to Mons there whilst we were talking. Apologies for overstepping you there, V2.
Yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. I couldn't see as well. I wasn't on Mans at the moment, but yeah, we see that he's now in P2. And there's some action, I think, in P7. I think that's still Jack and Ninja. I think Ninja has a penalty, so he's gonna have to serve it. And if Jack is a little bit patient and doesn't try to overtake and just stays behind, you know, but he's still trying to go side by side through the corkscrew. This might not go well, but they have been able to keep it clean. So now going down the corkscrew, and Jack just has to be patient, and that's a free position for him. That's P6, because Ninja will be forced to slow down in the main straight when he crosses the penalty line. Mitch, I think, was outside the track, I think.
Slightly, I think. Yeah, the back there just had a bit of a moment onto the gravel. There's a bit of the slam of the slowdown there from Ninja.
Yeah.
Just might hold off on Mitch there.
Yeah, something happened to Mitch as well, because he lost the position to Hip. He might have had some penalties. He's going outside the track again, taking some markers with him.
I think it might be a bit of a connection issue.
Oh no,
'cause-
I think he's lagging. Yeah,
Yeah.
he left the race.
He's been yeah.
Very unfortunate. So Lance 2.6 seconds ahead of Mans right now, and this is 1 lap away from the end of the race. So it's looking like it's going to be his, unless there's some kind of mistake coming. But I don't think so. I think Lance is experienced enough to be able to manage his pace until the end of the race to take it cleanly. So he just has to take it home.
Is it a timer now? Is it a 20-minute timer on the race, or is it?
No, it's actually laps. I'm not sure
Okay.
if how long is the timer when the race ends, but it should be a full lap, so everyone will be able to finish the lap they started.
I think I still haven't got the final lap marker on the top of Lance's car, so I think we're going to go around again.
And I think Hip is getting closer and closer to Ninja. He's gaining a little bit of time, 6/10 behind him. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make a move before the race ends. Lance 3.4 ahead of Mans already. Very comfortable in the lead. So the field is very spread out now. The only cars that are close at the moment are Hip and Ninja. And Hip might be able to make a position because he's still gaining on Ninja.
We've got a bit of love for Hip in the chat with Jake Anderson. I feel like that's a bit of a family member there, so egging somebody on there.
Okay, so Hip now losing a little bit of time. Not sure if he's going to be able to make a move until the end of this lap, till the end of the race. And Lance is now getting to the final corner, and besides all the trouble that he had, he still was able to win this race. So congratulations, Lance, for the first win of Season 6 of Simcade League Gran Turismo 7. Very nice indeed. So second to cross the line is Mans.
Are we sure we're finishing
Well,
here?
we're not finishing. I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure there's a 20-minute timer on here.
Are
I
you
did see
sure?
at the top of 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't know whether the game, you've been able to do that in the game.
Okay. I'm sorry, apologies. Celebrating for Lance earlier than I think. Man, I'm not used to commentating Gran Turismo, man.
There we go, the final lap marker now is
Yeah,
coming up
yeah,
on Fence Car. I've just seen it. So in the chat, Jake Anderson, obviously with son of Hip, and to answer the question, yes, Yuki, he does have a son. He's probably, what I would like to say, is one of the oldest members of Simcade. Is our man Hip? Maybe young at heart, though, maybe.
Of course he is. He's still racing with us. And he gave me a run for my money in Barcelona in that Group 3. I still remember. So it's no slouch.
Yeah, wicked pace and consistency, and a lot of respect for the track. And for everybody around him, he's usually a very, very clean driver.
Yeah, he is, for sure. And now it's really happening. Lance is going through the final corner, and he's going to take the first race of Gran Turismo 7 here in Simcade League, Season 6. Very nice.
Congratulations.
So, Mans takes P2. Very good. Toasty P3, and Smith, unfortunately, takes P4. He started P2, but he had some moments apparently during the race where he lost some positions. So, Reg P5, Jack P6, Digical P7, Hip P8, Golf Maniac P9, and P10 Stranger Craig, and P11 Giggity. And unfortunately, we had the DNF from Mitch due to connection issues, which is never good.
We are going to have a visitor into the commentary box. We're going to have Lance who's going to hop in and run us through quickly that win. So we'll have a quick interview, and then at the end we'll have a quick interview with the top 3 finishers of the next race.
Cool.
So I think he's just switching over. And remember to hit spectate this time, V2, because it was missing some of it. Yeah.
It was kind of weird, yeah. I thought I jumped to spectator mode automatically.
Welcome, Lance. Congratulations on the podium there. Or Pete.
Hello. Not my proudest race, and not particularly nice race, but I suppose I was there.
Yeah, Lance,
do the job.
We have to apologize because I thought that the game would switch into spectator mode automatically, and we missed what happened in lap 1. So when we got to the spectator mode, you were already P7. So can you tell us what happened?
I'm not particularly sure. I went in side by side with Will. He probably had the line in. I did go over to the left and clip him, but I was fine. That was no bother. and I had good racing with him. But some car, I'm not sure what. I don't know, it just went into the back of me in turn 1, and then on the exit turn 1, another car knocked me into the gravel. I'm not sure. I'll have to look back on them, but I'll have to, I suppose,
Yeah, but
watch my aggression for the second race.
yeah, but besides all the trouble that you had, you still managed to have a good race and get back to P1. So very good effort.
It was very challenging as regards mind, or what is it, headspace, because I was driving a little angry. But
yeah, I can
look, these
relate to
races
that.
happen, you know.
I know.
Time to cool off and hit the track for round 2, right?
Absolutely. Just throwing on my gloves, ready to go. So.
I think from my point of view, what I could see is water recovery. You know, like I said, we jumped in and you were P7, and every other couple of laps you were making a move, a couple in the corkscrew, but you were very sort of reserved and picking your moments where there's quite a few people that were just hell for leather down the corkscrew.
Yeah, there was a couple I picked up. I think most of them were just mistakes from people that I capitalized on. I did have a bit of an incident with Ninja, which I'm kind of not feeling the best about, but other than that, I was alright, I think.
Ninja's resilient though, isn't he? He's alright.
He is. I'll just have to apologise to him.
Are you in a chat on your own, or are you with people?
I'm with some of them. See, we have 2 different chats. We have the race comms one and the social one. He's in the social one, I'm in the race comms one.
So what's the mood in your end of the camp? Is everybody calm, or is it just you that's...
It's a bit silent, so I'm not sure.
Oh dear.
A little silent. But look, it was mostly me complaining, so...
Well, all I can say is good luck for round 2.
Thank you, appreciate it. Hopefully I'll get somewhere.
Nah,
Thanks,
you're
lads.
running fast enough, so I think you're gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've hit the ground running with these physics, I feel, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that need a pep talk off, it's V2, isn't it?
Absolutely, dead on. I need him as a race engineer.
And plan C.
Yeah, exactly, plan C. Thanks, Ricky. Alright, see you in a bit.
See ya.
Cheers, Lance.
Good luck.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah. He's doing well, so I think if he keeps the pace that he was having in the first race, I think he's not gonna have no trouble challenging for first place in the second race as well. So
Oh no, they're definitely, yeah.
he's gonna be fine. So now I think they're doing a little bit of practice.
Yeah, I'm just making them aware that we're ready for round 2. So apparently the number on Hip's car is his birth year. We have some inside knowledge that is his birth year. I'm not going to give away his age. For you mathematicians, you can work it out yourself.
So Stranger Craig stopped by the side of the track, now back into the pits. I think they're getting ready to start. Check the chat. Yeah.
So everybody in chat and everybody that's watching, thanks very much for giving us some likes. Don't forget to follow the page as well. And I would say, I don't know the bot commands. Oh, actually, man, is it exclamation mark? Is that the bot start?
I think so. I've seen Ninja do it. So yeah, I think it's an exclamation mark.
If not, then I've just totally ruined it. There we go, it worked. So don't forget to check out our website and join the Discord. That's all on there. We have every single link to every single social that we have. So don't forget to check that out. Come and join us. If you want to join in the racing, we're still open to new subscribers. More the merrier, really, is what we say.
Yeah, of course. I love to see a full grid in this game. So.
Well, we did pick up quite a lot of new faces for the ACC race yesterday,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. Some of them are complete aliens. I
Yep.
mean, mind-blowing, the speed.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I saw the times, I mean, I was practicing a little bit of Zolder, and I did a I think it was a 1:28.9 or 8, and then they started like doing 28 threes and 28 ones, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. We got a good bunch of aliens in this league now. Okay, so we're starting with a rolling start.
Rolling start, yes, we are. I believe so. And it put us straight into spectator mode straight. So Will's about to lead us away.
And it started and the game glitched for me, so
Yeah, I'm under the track.
camera. Oh god. Let me go back to.
Okay, Will gets a
and-
fantastic
okay.
start there down into turn 1 as they hit their brakes hard for the first time. Toasty is a bit far back, but he's under pressure from Monza. I think everybody might escape an incident to turn 1.
Yeah, but since it's a rolling start, it's better for turn 1s and turn 2s when the back is all bunched up. But Mons is putting a lot of pressure into Epic Toasty, and I think he's gonna make a move now, and he's through into P2 because Toasty went a little bit wide, touched the dirt, and lost a little bit of speed. Smith is still up in first place, but now Mons is chasing him, and he seems to be getting closer a little bit, gaining a little bit of time on Will. Actually, no. Will is getting away fine. He's just around 1 second away. And Lance, very, very close to Mons at the moment. Going down the corkscrew. Did it nicely. Now, Mons and Epic Toasty are fighting at the moment, and it might be a good opportunity for Lance to push a little bit to maybe overtake. And Toasty again touches the dirt. I think maybe not, because might be a connection issue.
But again, that's allowing, like I said, Lance and Mons to capitalise on these positions, isn't it? These silly mistakes, simple, small mistakes around this circuit. As Mons is right on the inside, side by side, going into turn 1. Who's later on the brakes? Pretty much the same. They're looking at the lights. Nice tight line there from Mons.
Yeah, they go perfectly fine side by side through the first corner. Very nice overtake from Mons.
So allowing Lance to go around the outside as well into turn 2.
And Lance is already P3. You're right.
Toasty's not going to let him go though. I think there's a little bit of a tap there. You got Reg in the background, weaving.
Ooh, 4 cars very close together. There's no incident going uphill. They're able to stick to the track, and now this is the danger part. And Lance is able to keep P3. Very nice from all these drivers. So Jack's in the mix as well, in the middle of all the chaos that's going on. Going through the corkscrew, they're able to all go through safely in a single file. Amazing racing here. And Jack is keeping up with Epic Toasty at the moment. So,
Well, just up front to let you know that Mons has caught up to the back of Smith as well. Whilst all that's going on.
yeah, Mons is putting up some pressure here. Got a bad exit from that final corner, but still very, very close.
Not a bad couple opening laps there from the boys.
But very nice, no incident so far. Mons is very, very close to Smith at the moment. He touches the dirt a little bit, but doesn't lose too much time. And again on the dirt. This track is a killer. Everyone is going a little bit wide because maybe they're being a little bit cautious of the sausage curbs. And Mons' mistakes are benefiting Lance at the moment because he's 4/10 away from Mons and he's getting closer. So in a few corners he might be able to attack Mons for the second position. And he's doing fastest sectors as well. Has a little bit of a moment there touching the dirt, but still going.
He is indeed. Guys are managing to keep up with this phenomenal pace at the moment. Now Will dictating every single inch of the track at the moment.
So Lance with a 28.5. That's a second
Faster than
the guys up front.
Out wide there from Mons. That allows Lance to get up the inside. Can he keep it stick? He does.
Yeah, Mons, I think, started braking a little bit late, and to avoid having contact, he just turned right and went wide. It was nice of him to avoid an incident.
Well, it's the return, isn't it? With Lance there, the last thing he wanted was to come back into the path of Lance.
So now in P10, I think Stranger Craig, no, not Stranger Craig, sorry, in P9, because we only have 11 cars now, I forgot. Mitch had the DNF and he's not participating in this one. So Hip is getting closer to Golf at the moment. He's 1.3 behind, but he's gaining a little bit on him.
Epic Toast is a big loser so far, isn't he? Starting from the front of the grid and now finds his way back in P7, fighting with Ninja.
Unfortunately, yes. And Smith is now under pressure from Lance, putting his wheels on the dirt, but Lance keeping a cool composure, keeping it on track, and seems to be going faster. So we might see Lance trying to make a move this lap on Smith. Lance is still gaining on him because he's on the slipstream. He started braking very late, but no contact there. Lance tries to take an inside line, and it seems like they're gonna be side by side through the next corner. And Lance, ooh, there's a little bit of contact, I think, but not enough to destabilize Smith. Still kept it on track and still getting first place at the moment.
Yeah, not too sure whether that's a sync issue where it looks like there was contact, but again,
Yeah,
very minimal.
we had a lot of those a while ago where I checked back on Jack's stream and it seemed like I had touched a bunch of people, but I didn't. And there were moments that I thought that I didn't, and I did touch them, so it's kind of hard to judge in these conditions.
It sort of goes back to what we were talking about before, doesn't it? The game is just so beautiful looking, but has so many issues with its lobbies.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if they end up releasing the game on the PC, maybe the PC version might be better, but I'm not sure. You know, a port is a port, so it's never, I think, perfectly done. But at least if it's any comfort, all the ports from PlayStation games to PC have been very good. So maybe if Gran Turismo makes it, it'll be nice, and we might be able to get more players to play if it has crossplay. So Lance now through the first corner, Lance, Mans and Will very, very close, the three of them. I think only around 7/10 separating the three cars. So Mans is putting a little bit of pressure on Lance, because Lance has been unable to make a move on Smith still. And if I'm not mistaken, this is another 20-minute race, so we're still not halfway. So there's plenty of time to plan, to strategize, to make a move. And Mans trying to have a look on the inside of Lance, but no dice. He tries to stick with him, not going side by side, and I think that was a good decision because he was still a ways back. Now going through the corkscrew. Lance with a relentless pace, now very close to Smith. He's doing a move on the inside. Oops, and I think there's a little bit of contact there, but Lance is able to keep first position, and Mans is now making a move on Smith on the inside. But I think he decided to back out there. And now Will with a move on the inside on the final corner. I think there's contact there, and Lance is pushed wide into the gravel, so he loses 3 positions. He's now back to P4, and he's using the flasher, so maybe as he told us before,
not happy with that.
Yeah, he's not very happy with that. Seems like he might be driving angry.
Looks like Will might be slowing down to allow me through, because it's just allowed Mons and Jack through.
Yeah, and Jack now going for P1. He actually had a better exit, but I think he had a little bit of contact, or maybe he started braking to avoid contact with Mons. But Jack P2, very nice.
Dave Mitch is in the chat. This is they had in trouble with his wiper. That's the reason why he backed out.
Oh, that's a shame, unfortunately. Ooh, Mons had a bad exit, so Jack is now making a move for P1, and they're going side by side into the corkscrew. Ooh, and Smith as well on the inside. And then there's a
it's
little
on the
bit of
brake.
contact. Mans was able to keep it on track, but he was almost pushed into the gravel. And now Lance on the inside of Mans. Ooh. He was able to get the move done. P3 again for Lance. So he's now going to chase Smith. And ooh, he's going to make a move on the outside on the final corner. And he's able to do it. Damn, Lance is on fire today. Jesus Christ. And now he's chasing Jack, who is in P1 and 1.3 seconds ahead of Lance. So let's see if Lance can catch up to him. We still have half a race to do, so to go through, so it's still possible.
Well, there was a bit of a nudge there. Reg and Mons and what looked to be Will as well with Epic Toast again. This fighting up front has allowed everybody to bunch back up.
Yeah, I think Reg pushed Mans a little bit wide. Ooh, and last Ninja Cow was well going outside the track. I don't know what happened there with last Ninja Cow, but he's all the way down to 8th place now. Well, let's see up front what's going on. Smith in P5, Mans in P6 after that moment there where Reg pushed him wide. And it seems Lance is now 7/10 away from Jack. And he's getting closer and closer really, really quick. Now 3/10 away. He's gonna be on the back of Jack real soon, so he might try to make a move into the final corner. No, he decides to tuck behind him and maybe get a better exit for the final straight, but he doesn't. Or maybe he does. Yeah, they're side by side, I think? No, not yet. So Lance breaks early to avoid contact with Jack, goes with a wide line to get a better exit to the next corner. Lance being very patient to avoid incidents like the ones he had throughout the race so far. But playing very safe at the moment. He knows he can lap faster, so maybe he's just waiting for the right moment to strike. So behind him, Reg P3 kind of by himself with a nice gap behind him and also a ways to go to catch Lance. Before Epic Toasty chasing Reg, but with Smith keeping him company, just 6/10 behind him, and also Menz still chasing Smith in P6 after that incident, which relegated him to 6th position. In 7th place, Golf Maniac, kind of in no man's land, 3 seconds away from Mans, 3 seconds away from Ninja.
To hold on to P1 from Lance as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the last seasons I think he didn't have the best time, and I think this car, the Suzuki Swift, I think it's a good car for. I think it suits the league because it's not too fast of a car, and I think everyone can manage it, and it also brings us close racing. So I think this is good for Jack at the moment, and he's able to keep Fenton at bay. So I think Fenton is actually having a lot of trouble getting past Jack, even though Jack is actually lapping a little bit slower than... actually, no, times are very similar. Aside from Lance's fastest lap, it seems like both drivers are with a similar pace, so good, very good from Jack.
Agreed.
He just has to keep this up for another 3.5 minutes, so easy peasy, right?
Well, I mean, no, you know it's not.
Yeah.
We know how relentless Lance can be.
Yeah, I know.
When he's in the zone, man is, yeah. And I think fueled with a bit of anger, which sometimes doesn't help, but quite understandable. The mind pump that he had at the beginning to the corkscrew.
Yeah.
You know, it's yeah.
It's annoying for sure, but you know, it's racing. Stuff like that happens, and we all know that it was probably not intentional. So.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
He gets angry in the moment, just like All of us do, and then it goes away.
Hmm.
It is the nature of the sport.
Well, racing's racing, isn't it? All gets worked out in the end.
And Jack doing a mighty job of keeping Lance at bay. Still getting a better exit through the final corner. Lance is on the slipstream, but is not being able to make enough ground to make a move on Jack. So he's now going on the outside, maybe trying to do a wider line to get a tighter one into the next corner. Still very close to him, and they now will have to go through Gigiti, I think, that is a little bit further up, and it might slow down Jack enough for Lance to make a move. But let's not also forget that Reg is right up there with him, sticking close, praying for an opportunity to make a move. So it's really hard to tell who's going to win this one, because anything can change at any moment.
And we do have a back marker that's going to come into play here as well.
Yeah.
And yes, Yuki is HelloFresh. Jack does quite a bit of work with them.
Gigiti already getting blue flags, but they're still very far away. Interesting. Oh, he touches the gravel. He's not gonna rejoin. No, he lets them go through. So
Safe and responsible there from
yeah,
Gigiti. That's what you need.
I have a feeling that no, he's still there. Okay, I was gonna say that maybe he had retired, but he's still going. Lance is still chasing Jack, unable to make a move.
He's going to try up the inside. No, he tries the old switch around the outside again, but it's allowing Reg each time they're fighting here just to keep in touch.
Oh, on the inside now. Jack giving him enough room, but still gets a better exit into the next corner. Reg has a moment there outside the track. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Because the game is deceiving me with all these connection hiccups. Very, very close. Lance and Jack have been very, very close for 3 laps now? 4? And still the order hasn't changed. But Reg is getting very, very close.
If you want to check out HelloFresh, you could do check out Welcome to Gaming on Twitch when he streams. I don't know what country, if it works in different countries, but I do know previously has had a discount code through them. So go check out Jack before buying my fights there. And plus it'll help out Jack out.
Yeah, of course. Awesome streams from him. I enjoy watching Jack. I've been watching a lot of his streams of F1 Manager.
Yeah, I'm not too fussed about the cricket. That's where it loses me. But that's just my personal taste on games.
Yeah, it seems fun. You know what? I was watching his stream and I think that actually F1 Manager looks better than F1 22. And it sounds better as well.
Yeah, the graphics are really good.
Yeah.
It's just to show what was up the inside there from Fenton. I think he might have managed to.
Maybe not, because Jack now has the inside. Oh man. And I think yes, Lance has done the move and he's now in P1, but he goes a little bit wide, which allows Jack to still be able to make a move. And Reg going on the inside of Jack in the middle of both drivers that were up front, and now Lance is back to P3 and Reg is P1, but Jack had a moment, so switching positions very fast here, going uphill through the game.
I don't understand how Reg managed to get in between.
I don't understand
the both
either.
of them there. He must have had an absolute outstanding exit.
And now Lance is chasing again, and this is the final lap. So if Lance isn't able to make a move in these next couple of corners, this is Reg's win for the second race. Very nice. It's a shame for Jack though, because he did a mighty job.
Commanded the race.
Oh, and there's a little bit of contact there with Lance and Reg, but and what's happening with Reg? Lance
letting Jack through though.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but that's the win for Reg. That's P1. Very nice and very good. of Reg to be able to get P1, and Jack gets P2. I don't know what happened there exactly to have that exchange. Lance gets P3, Tosi P4, last Ninja Cow P5, doesn't get his usual P4, Golf Maniac P6, Smith P7, Mans P8, Heap P9, Stranger Crack P10, and Gigity P11. And that's the race done. Very well. Very exciting racing.
Yuki, Reg out of the nowhere with the best overtake award. I mean, get it in there. Get the video clip in there if you have it saved. If not, then I'll be getting on the blower to Reg to make sure he submits that one.
Yeah, we have to have a look at that. So
that is end of both races. They're exciting ended.
Yeah. This second race was really cool. This inverted top 4 is it was a nice touch to this season. I think we're gonna have some very nice racing, just because of that. The second race I think is going to be the most exciting one. What did you think, AJ?
I mean, to me, I'm just trying to get hold of the top runners here, but for me, it's good racing. I think the game just lets itself down, but all in all, the guys showing a lot of respect out there.
Yeah,
considering the consequences that they put in. But no, for like Reg from out of nowhere in the second race, I think, like you said, the second race it throws a bit of a spanner. The top 4 being mixed, but still showing that the top runners are pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy.
Mm.
Really, but I'm really impressed with Jack. I really am, because he did a mighty job of defending Lance for so long. It's really a shame that he wasn't able to win this race, because I would have liked to see that one.
Who's Reg in Discord? You know,
Reg. I believe he's Hollis. I think that's Reg.
Okay. Let's see if we can get them all in here. I know that Jack has somewhere to be. He's got another gig on.
No, I'm so sorry.
I have to say no, that was one of the best races I've ever had. And you know how much I've raced you V2. That was just the defense from Jack there was absolutely astonishing.
You couldn't fault Jack in any way, shape, or form, could you?
Absolutely, he defended his heart out. I couldn't get past him. There was full stop. I did brake check him on the last corner, I felt, so that's why I left him by. But
okay.
oh my God.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. I just misjudged Reg's corner and then brake checked Jack by accident because of that. So I just felt Jack deserved that instead.
Yeah, okay.
But,
fair enough.
Question from me is Reg, how on earth did you manage to get your car in between Jack and Lance up the hill. I mean, it just looked like you came from nowhere.
Well, the thing is, I was following them for so many races, so many laps. I was kind of judging where I was faster, where they were faster. And all I could do was pray that if they got side by side, I could pounce on a bit where I was faster. And that pretty much is what happened. They both were side by side in the corner, both slowed down too much. And I saw Jack go right, Lance go left, and I thought, thank you very much.
But that was a mega overtake. It looked like you were a rocket just going through the middle of them. Very, very nice.
I have to say, beautiful. I know that will be probably on the overtakes of the year at the end of the season.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
was beautiful.
God, it's probably one of the best overtakes I've ever done in an online race.
So Toasty, obviously, P4 lost out on a podium position, but the second race it sort of benefited you to the front. You had a bit of a battle with Ninja as well. I'm guessing you feel a bit disappointed with being out of the podium positions.
Yeah, but well, not really actually, because I just don't really play Gran Turismo much. The last time that I played was like last season at the start, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty chuffed with it, to be honest.
Are we going to be seeing more of you with us for Gran Turismo?
Probably. I actually really like driving that little car. I've not been doing well on AC recently. After I broke my foot, like I lost how to brake and stuff with my wheel. I just think I'm much better on controller on ACC. But on Gran Turismo, I'm loving the wheel, especially with that little Suzuki.
Nice. Well, yeah, unlucky on not making the podium, but yeah, it's nice to see you back with us.
Thank you very much.
It's all right. A quick question for you, Lance. You had a great run up on both races, but you were able to sweep this week. Does it motivate you to improve something in the order for the sweeps for the next week?
Yeah, let me have a look at what's next week as regards the calendar. But Spa, which is not a strong one for me, particularly, but still, yeah. There's always room to improve, really. I didn't feel I was completely on pace today, with what I was doing in practice, but no, I'm happy with where I was, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, so as I say, there's room to improve every week. So, definitely. No, I have to say that the racecraft was quite good near the end there. Very impressed.
Did it look anything like what it did for us? A bit jittery, a bit sort of hard to judge sometimes. Are you just making the best of a bit of a poor situation sometimes?
Most definitely. I was less. I'm not aggressive. 'Cause I'm not an aggressive driver, but I was definitely being more reserved than I would be generally because of there was a bit of bounciness. All right. Now what?
There's quite a few of us complaining about the jitteriness of the cars as well from quite a few of us.
Yeah. What that's due to, I don't know, but it was definitely worse than any time last season. But I don't know.
Could be this new update.
For me, Reg was actually quite laggy. And then that's why I dropped off at the end of that last race, is because I thought I hit Reg, so I slowed all the way down. But then his car just like ran away in the distance, and I was like, oh, okay.
So you thought you hit him, but maybe you didn't.
Yeah, I don't know if at one point I hit Toasty as well, because I had no damage on my car as we were coming into the corkscrew. But I just watched, when you see a car get hit and how it just suddenly goes slightly sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw Toasty's car do that. And because I was there on the race comms on Tyler Lance going, oh, did I hit him? Because of the way his car behaved, I didn't know if there was a latency/lag error.
Was that the first race?
No, second one. Although it might have been on the first one because Toasty was quite with me on the first race as well.
Yeah, the first race we were like beside each other all the time, but I think it was the first race where we were in the corkscrew, and then it was probably lag. Like you hit me off onto the side, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I say normally, especially if people are in the same race comms as I am, I'll let them know if I've got a run on people or whatever, because I know how bad I can things. I mean, I did it with you, didn't I? A few times, Lance. When I saw you got a run on me, I says, "Right, I'm pulling over."
Absolutely, and that's fair enough. You don't have to pull over all the time, but yeah, no, I have to say you're good for that. With letting you know where you are, or letting us know where you are. And
So I
due to
only
the lag,
didn't
it
do.
helps.
I didn't do it on the last lap though when I went between you two because I was just too busy flabbergasted at the fact I suddenly got between you. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, no, going in there, I knew I didn't have much of a run, but I couldn't do anything about it. But no,
Yeah.
beautiful race, astonishing race.
All I can say from the three of you is congratulations on your returns. Congratulations on podiums. You know, you finished positions, points. I think it's just shows that GT is becoming a bit more popular at Simcade, and it's nice.
Absolutely, and definitely really, really competitive.
Mm.
I know someone's very jealous right now, and that's why he's staying quiet.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Right,
Well,
AJ.
if every race is like this, then I'm here for it every Wednesday. Absolutely, this is
It was
beautiful,
very action packed. It has to be said.
astonishing. I can't wait to watch it back.
I just don't know how I finished
I
fifth
loved
first race and then came first second race. I just how.
By the way,
super.
AJ, I was third in the first race.
Yes,
So I
yes, yes.
technically was on the podium.
Yes, no, we only had Lance in for the first race to talk us through the win because obviously we're just a bit of a stopgap whilst we're switching over to the other lobby. Like I said, congratulations on the podiums, but yeah, thank you very much to you three,
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thanks very much.
and hope to
thanks
speak
for
to
the
you again
commentary.
next week. No, you're welcome.
Take
Have
care.
a nice night.
See you soon.
Cheers, bye.
Okay, so this is a stream done. You want to close the stream, AJ?
Well, no, as usual, don't forget to go hit our website up and obviously join the Discord if you want to get involved with what we're doing. Don't forget to join us tomorrow, which will be the return of our F1 2022 series, season 6. We hit Australia just like the guys in F2 did on Monday. So yeah, don't forget to check that out, and then that will be the end of this week's racing, which by the way has been very enjoyable here. But yeah, no, super. But yeah, if you do want to get involved, then please do join us. All I can say, Vita, is a fantastic stream and yeah, fantastic comms. It's been brilliant to just sit back and relax, I guess.
Yeah, enjoyed it too. A little bit of hiccups, technical issues,
It
but
happens,
it's
but-
not gonna happen the next time, if it happens. So yeah, thanks guys for
Well,
watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.